Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. So today we are going to do a video, a channel message called Letting Go and Letting God. So yesterday I actually got my new glasses. I love them so much. I got 4 pairs of these for $20, which they're really good quality. They're really cute. And if you go to Walmart and get them, reading glasses, they're like $13 a pop. And I got 4 of them for $20 on Amazon. Can't beat that, right? Because I'm always losing them and breaking them and stuff. So having backup is cool. And they're like 4 different colors. So I can change them depending on what I'm wearing. So anyway, so letting go and letting God. When we live from our ego, we feel the need to control everything. Yeah. Again, because why? The ego lives from fear, lives on fear. And when we fear, we control. We have an inability as spiritual beings living a human existence to just let go. Naturally, we have that inability to naturally let go of control of everything because our ego wants to know the outcome. Our ego goes for a worst case scenario. What if this happens? What if that happens? You know, ego is basically like a scaredy cat. It has no faith at all whatsoever for anything going on in our life. It's afraid. Okay. Let's take the subject of rent. Okay, that seems to be, a pretty wide consensus that people fear. They can't pay their mortgage, they can't pay their rent, right? So our ego is saying, oh my God, we just paid our rent, but now what about next month? We don't have the money in the bank for the rent next month. How are we going to get the rent? Are we going to be able to do, oh my gosh, I can't spend anything. I can't buy anything. That's what our ego does. Okay. It causes medication. The ego causes us to need to control everything. Okay. If we say, a lot of people, they're like, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a billionaire, whatever. Okay, how are we going to do that? Oh my gosh, I don't know how. Let me think of ways. We go on the internet, right? How to become a millionaire. And then we get involved, especially when it comes to like influencers and celebrities. They get involved in these scams and these promotions and all of this stuff. Oh, I have to be a millionaire. Look at a lot of content creators, the type of content they put out there. A lot of content creators put out children's videos because it's the fast track to subscribers and an income. Okay? Even though they may not even like kids' content, but they do it because I have a 9-year-old. She watches the same darn videos over and over and over and over. Okay? So it's fast track to money, but it's unfulfilling. Eventually it's going to run its course. Then what? Okay? A lot of people who are millionaires or find ways to become millionaires, they fall off somehow, right? They get caught for doing something they shouldn't be doing. Whatever they're doing runs its course and they start losing money. They get arrested for tax evasion, for this, for that. They spend their money on all kinds of bull crap, right? And then it's gone and they're like, well, what do I do now? So yeah, it's the what if analogy. It's that what if, when you use what if in a negative way, it's that avalanche of negativity. What if I can't pay my rent? What if they evict me? What if I'm living on the street? What if I go hungry? What if this? What if that? Okay? And our ego uses the what if analogy in order to kind of scare us into like submission. Which, remember when I was talking about the early church, how the early church took parts of the Bible and kind of tweaked the words to make it fit their agenda? The early church is the ego. Okay? The early church uses this doomsday scenario in the Bible of death and pestilence and fire and brimstone in order to scare people into submission. Okay, submitting to the church. In order for them to go to the church, how can I stop this? I'm gonna get a sweater. I'll be right back. Okay. So submission. Okay. People use fear to create submission, right? People use fear to cause people to submit to them. We grow up developing a list of what we don't want, and we have a loss of control. When we grow up, it's, yeah, those ones I got brand new, but they need to be washed because they're so stiff. Like, they actually hurt my ears. Growing up, as we grow up, we are at the mercy of our parents. And what do a lot of parents do? They rule with fear to cause us as kids to submit to them. That's what my parents did. Okay, I'm gonna button this. That's what our parents did. That's what my parents did. Used fear. That's weird. Used fear in order to cause submission. And as we go through our childhood, our teenage years, we make this mental list of once we turn 18, we become adults. We don't have to submit to our parents. We can do what we want. I know when I turned 18, I shot out of that place like a rocket. I made all kinds of bad decisions for myself. I became homeless. I developed alcoholism. I took things that I shouldn't have taken. I was with people I shouldn't have been with, because to me that was freedom. I had the freedom to make my own choices. However, the mix of immaturity and underdeveloped mind, because our brain doesn't stop developing until we're 25, 26 years old. So from between 18 to 24, I had already started the string of bad choices. And by 24, I was already into my alcoholism. So I continued to make bad choices. So it's a matter of, when we're children, when you have children or teenagers, with my kids, I tell them, I want you to do what makes you happy. And I will support you. I will never force you into doing anything that you don't want to do. Okay? Their happiness is my primary concern. And does that mean I let my kids run wild? No. Just yesterday, I had to force my 9-year-old to take a shower. So, yeah, I have to force my 9-year-old to do everything. Do her lessons, take a shower. Yeah. But do I tell her, my kids, do I tell them, oh, you need to go to college. You need to get straight A's. You need to do this. You need to do that. No. Because I know what it was like to grow up in an unhappy home where I was controlled every second of the day. And I told myself I will never control my kids. Now I can sit here rest assured that my children won't resent me for me being over controlling. I allowed them to make their choices. Now, if I feel they were making a wrong choice, would I stop them and make them do something else? No, I would talk to them and say, I don't feel like this is the right choice for you. Right? Let's look at why I don't believe that this is the right choice for you. And then, but especially when it comes to teenagers, you tell them no, what do? They do it anyway. They do it simply because you told them not to do it. Okay, this is why I tell them, anything you come across, you can talk to me. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay, I want you to feel safe enough to come and talk to me. I will not judge you. I will not get angry. I will be understanding, compassionate, and open-minded. I want to know why it is you chose to make the choices that you made. Okay? It's being that open, accepting, and understanding your child, and understanding why do you make the choices that you make. Okay? When we turn 18, we break out of that shell just like I did. Well, I'm not going to be like my parents. Well, I'm not under my parents' thumb anymore. I am going to do what I want. You know, as parents, it's like we become that ego, right? Because we want to keep our kids safe. We have helicopter parents. Oh, you can't go and spend the night at your friend's house. You can't go out with your friends. I have to be there. I have to be there. I have to know what you're doing. I have to know what's in your computer. I have to know what's in your diary. I have to know. That's the ego. That's the ego embodied in the form of a person. Okay? Let go and let God. When we hear people say let go and let God, we laugh. Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. So you're just gonna let go of all control and just let whatever happens. You know, but well, we laugh at it because it's actually fear. Fear actually causes us to lack and mock people who say just let go and let God. Because it's fear saying you're not going to control it. You're not going to, when someone says I'm going to be a millionaire, how? I don't know. I'm letting go and letting God figure that out. I'm just going to move on with my life. And people laugh at that and think it's ridiculous. Oh, so you're just going to have $1 million dropped into your lap. I didn't say that, did I? If it does, it does. But I'm opening my mind up to inspired action. I might get this inspired idea to become a millionaire. But to control the outcome is to make the wrong choices, because we live in a time of instant gratification. It's not good enough to work from the ground up and become a self-made millionaire. No, we have to be a millionaire now. It doesn't matter if we scam people, if we create inferior products, if we make videos that are harmful and destructive to ourselves and other people, but we make them because people watch. People are addicted to that drama. Okay? I'm going to be honest, me too. I watch all those videos. People getting instant karma, people making stupid decisions. I watch those because that's my fix of drama. Okay? Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 through 6 says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. When I first heard this, I laughed because I was like, oh, so we're not supposed to trust our own brain. We're just supposed to trust in some invisible being in the sky. That was back in 2012 that I did that. Like 13 years ago? I was like, I thought it was the most ridiculous thing. However, what I didn't realize, trust in the Lord with all your heart. When the Bible says trust in the Lord with all your heart, they're talking about your higher self. Okay? God. Whatever it is, your higher self. Okay? And when we do our shadow work and we heal all of our past trauma, we replace the ego with our higher self. Our own understanding is our ego. Trust in your higher self with all your heart and do not lean on your own ego. That's how we interpret that. And suddenly when you do that, it makes sense, right? Because once we do our shadow work and we heal, we understand it more. And we're like, okay, yeah, that does make sense. Because we're actually able to realize our own understanding is our ego. Okay? Our brains work for either the ego or your higher self. Ego, or your brain is like, okay, who's the boss here? Oh, ego's the boss? Okay, let's live in fear. Oh, your higher self is the boss? Oh, let's live with love. Okay? The majority of the people live in fear. So those who hear that I'm not living in fear anymore, I'm living in love, laugh. Oh, you're not gonna believe your own brain. You're just gonna believe some invisible being. You see how they turn it into something ridiculous to make you feel like you're crazy or you're ridiculous. Oh, you're just gonna lean on your own. Oh, so you're just gonna be lazy and just let things fall into your lap. You're just looking for handouts. You're just looking to, you just want people to give you, no, you're completely over analyzing the situation because they don't think about inspired action. Okay. When, like I said, I never wanted to be a millionaire. I just wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to be able to pay off my debt, pay my rent or my mortgage, pay my bills, be able to go on vacation and stuff like that. I just want to be comfortable. And that's when we realize we start to get inspired action. If you look at my channel a year ago, that's what, February 2nd. February 2nd last year I was completely different. My channel was completely different. My outlook for the future was completely different. But because I was able to let go and let God, now I'm in a completely different, completely better space. My content has shifted according to what my purpose is here. Okay? We trust in our intuition, our dreams, and signs. I've had last night and the night before, I dreamt about money. The night before last, I dreamt about I was in a bank and someone was making a deposit and the desk was this mountainous pile of money. I walked past it and I look in my purse, and in each little crevice of my purse, I kept finding money. I kept pulling money out. I had a key to an expensive car in my purse. Then last night, again, I had a dream about money. I had a dream that I was going to someone's house that had taken money from me, and I went back there to collect the money that they had taken from me. But they were these huge bales of money, like 3, 4, 5, just bales and boxes of money I was taking back from this person. And it made me realize that this is my intuition. This is my higher power saying you're ready. You want money? Money's coming to you. And I believe that because I'm living from a place of love. I'm living from a place of faith. I'm living from a place of trusting my divine family. I'm saying, wow, all of the work I've done over the last couple of years is starting to come to fruition. That's my interpretation. Okay? And people might say, oh, well, you're dreaming about money because that's what you're focused on. No, I'm not focused on money at all. When I have no want for anything right now. No need for anything. I have a roof over my head. I have a bed. I have food. I don't have to worry about paying any rent or any bills. Why would I need money? Why would I focus on money? I focus on my purpose. When I'm not working, I relax, rejuvenate. I watch, channeled messages, tarot readings. I watch videos that, that I find entertaining. I am not focused on money, yet money surrounds me. Abundance surrounds me. Everywhere I look, there's abundance. And so it's really important to listen to your intuition and to listen to your dreams. When you have a dream, if you wake up the next morning and you remember your dream, write it down. Look up interpretations. Okay, what is your dream trying to tell you? And people are saying, well, dreams are just, they're just things that our subconscious creates, just stuff that, yes, but people don't realize that when we're asleep, we become unconscious. Literally. Our conscious mind shuts down. Okay? So there's nothing, we don't worry when we're asleep. We don't fear when we're asleep. We are completely an open channel to our higher power, our higher selves. And that's when they start dropping ideas and premonitions and all kinds of stuff into your dream bucket. Okay? And that's when you have these dreams. And especially when you wake up and you remember the dream vividly, write it down. There's messages in there for you. Eventually we start, like for me, the serenity prayer is really important. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You know, that prayer is very difficult for a lot of unhealed people. Accept the things I cannot change. What do you mean accept the things I cannot change? I'm not just going to accept something because I can't change it. I can try to change it, but why? If it's something you can't change, why are you going to try to change it? You are beating a dead horse. That's what you're doing. And then change the things I can. Nobody likes change. Who likes change? Nobody likes change. Why would I work on changing? The thing is, it's easier for us to focus on changing the things we cannot change, because when we do that, we know we're beating a dead horse. And so we keep beating on that dead horse because it's sitting in a rocking chair, right? It gives us something to do, but we're not going anywhere. And eventually we can say, well, you know, I can't change it, so I guess it is what it is. But you can change this. I mean, I guess, but I don't know where to start. I mean, we could come up with all of these excuses and reasons why we can't change the things that we can change. Because it requires work. It requires faith. It requires us to trust in ourselves. Okay? And we're like, you know what? Oh, that's going to take work and effort on my part. And I'd rather just go back here to rocking in my rocking chair and worrying and about something I can't change. It's just easier, right? Giving it up to God and believing He has our best interests at heart and will always protect us if we are willing to lean on Him. Yeah, serenity prayer. Giving it up to God. Acceptance of the things I cannot change. So when I look at my life, acceptance of the things I cannot change. Well, after my illness and my weight loss, yeah, I can't change how my body looks. I have loose skin in a lot of places. Well, it's not so evident now because I've gained some weight and I've filled out a little bit, but my midsection, I have at least 10 pounds of loose skin around my midsection because I was really overweight. I was obese and I lost weight really quick. Okay? I can't change that. Well, what can I change? I can get like stuff for my eyes. I can get skincare stuff. I can watch my diet. I can work out. You know, I can get the shaperment, the shapewear to smooth myself out. But when I look at myself in the mirror, I have to realize my body, is my body the way I would like it to look? No. But I also love and respect my body for what it's been through. I mean, I watched the changes my body went through when I had end-stage liver disease and ascites. And I also used to watch a lot my 600-pound life, and I was always so amazed and fascinated by how strong the human body is. I mean, the human body will stretch and bend and whatever it has to do to stay alive. And it really, when you go through something like that, you really developed a respect for your body. Your heart is hopelessly devoted to you, hopelessly faithful to you. It will do anything it can to continue beating so that you can live. And it really helps to develop a respect and love for your body. And in that sense, you are able to take care of my body. What can I change? Well, I can change, I can change my diet. I can work out. I can take care of my skin. I can, I'm gonna take this off, I'm hot. I can do my very best to take care of my body. Respect. They always say your body is your temple. Yes, your body is your temple. Take care of it. People say, well, you have tattoos. Yes, well, I'm not going to live in a house without decorations. I'm decorating my temple. People hang art and people color their walls and do murals and stuff. That's what I'm doing to my temple. Okay? I'm making it beautiful for me. Some people like it, some people don't. What other people think is irrelevant because it brings me joy and happiness that I'm loving my body. So I thought I had more notes. I think that was it. So yeah, letting go. When you let go and let God, it really has nothing to do with God. And you know what? Whether you call God my higher self, the best version of myself, God, Allah, yeah, God doesn't care. God's like, you know what? You can call me, a can of beans if you want. I don't care. It doesn't change who I am. I'm still who I am. You can call me whatever you want. And when you hear that, doesn't it kind of makes us think of ourselves as, people call us names all the time. Sometimes they call us, I've been called, all kinds of names, even by my own family. But it comes to a point where it stops bothering me. I've been called, delusional, living in a fantasy world, all of this stuff. And you know what? I don't care. It's like, you can say whatever you want about me. You are completely irrelevant to me because I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I know what I believe in. And that's more important than what you think of me. Does it mean I no longer love or respect you? No. It just means that the things that you say to me about me is a reflection of yourself. That's not a reflection of me. That's a reflection of your negativity, not mine. So you can say whatever you want, and I'm like, okay, right? But when we let go and we let God, all of those things kind of like water off a duck's back. You can say bad things about me, but it's irrelevant because I say good things about me, and that overrides your bad things. When we let go and let God, it's like, oh, I have rent coming up. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to let God take care of it. And that doesn't mean just sitting around doing nothing. That means I'm allowing inspired action to come to me. Something may come up where I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a way to get money. Okay? Or an opportunity may come to us. Oh, I could do that. However, when we're worrying about it, when we're in that rocking chair, we block out. Okay? It's like the Eight of Swords, the girl with the blindfold on being surrounded by swords, but there's that path in front of her. She can't see the path because she has a blindfold on, blindfold of fear. Remember? Living from our ego, we're worrying, and we can't see a way out. When the way out is right there, we just need to take off that blindfold. That blindfold is saying, ego, I'm done. Here, let me put on my glasses that allow me to see more clearly. Okay? So, that was my video on letting go and letting God. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good... Today's what, Tuesday? Yeah. Have a good Tuesday. All of my information is down below. Like I said, I offer free readings. I do prefer that if you request a free reading, that you are willing to give me a donation or tip in exchange for the reading. But of course, if you can't afford to do it, don't worry about it. So that was my message for today. Thank you so much for watching. All of my information is down below. My personal readings, my books, my my ways to donate, including Amazon wishlist and my other social media. So have a beautiful day, week, weekend, month, year, life. Remember to live in and spread love, joy, compassion, gratitude, kindness, peace, and enlightenment. And I will see you next time.